otherwise known as the Conversion Crusader, and we're going to go live inside my trading platform, the Freedom Club, where we are going to help new dropshippers find their very first product. Welcome, Freedom Clubbers, to Sunday's product research call. My apologies for being a few minutes late. It is Sunday, and I am a bit slower on Sundays. But I'm here now, so let's get this started. All right. Morning, Darcy. Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you? Willen, welcome. Just getting my windows all organized here, so just give me a second. All right, just about ready to start. Just share my screen. All right, here we go. And let's go get my product database. I'll give you guys a link as per usual. All right, link is drop it in the chat. Morning, Cole. Darcy, got a few products you need my opinion on? Yeah, drop them in the chat and I'll take a look. Okay, let's go find something new. Okay. What should we do? Product search, ad search. You know what? Let's take a look at TikTok shop product. I don't think we've used this for a while. What's going good in America? Time, last 90 days. Sort by ad spend. Too easy. Okay. Peel shot grow rice. Glow rice. Morning, Jess. Not grow rice, glow rice. Peel shot. Peeling that exfoliates and absorbs simultaneously. Okay. Lots of ad spend. Let's take a look at one of the ads. Sorry, Jess, I can't remember if I said good morning. It's a good morning if I didn't say it. If you're in the beauty niche, this would be a great product because it's kind of fresh. I only just started seeing this pop up a little while ago, and I haven't seen it on Facebook. That's usually a sign, considering the amount that they've spent, it's usually a good sign that this is a product you might want to jump on and test over on the Facebook side of things. Things can go from TikTok to Facebook, but in my experience, things don't really go very well from Facebook to TikTok. And we can see here, the trend is growing. The trend is growing. There's a couple of days there where they look like they've taken their ads off. It'd be interesting to see if this goes further up or just stops here. That's the interesting thing. But this is a product that probably could work on Facebook. Now, you can use a lot of these videos. You can grab some content from them to make your first ads. You don't want to steal any videos outright, but you can probably stitch a bit of content together to make an ad. I don't have any Facebook data or a website to show you. You have to build that from scratch. That's the challenge with taking some of this stuff from TikTok. But yeah, I do think it's a good idea. Peeling serum. Give you guys the PiPi ads. That's all I can really give you. Hey, that's the PiPi ads there. I know that giving you the PiPi ads isn't particularly helpful if you don't have a PiPi ads account. You can sign up with a PiPi ads account. I do have an affiliate code. It's Crusader. So you enter this affiliate code at the checkout and you can get 20% off. You could just do a month, or even just, I think maybe you get a free trial. You could give that a try, see if you get what you need out of it, and cancel your account. It's always an option. But if you are looking at drop shipping, like this is the new part of your life you've always been missing, it's always good to have a very handy spy tool, because what this will allow you to do, as you've seen on some of my streams, is quickly search for competition and get ideas for how to sell the products that you want to sell. There will be other sellers selling this type of peeling serum for sure. So having an account is probably a good idea. Okay. Probiotic apple cider. Jeez, this is looking pretty good. I've been told by Vron, our Chinese supplier, supplements are selling very, very, very well. And it may well be the next kind of market that I look into. These look like good ads. The chart looks good. All right, we're gonna put this. What do we call these? Like zero sugar vitamin gummies? Let's call them vitamin gummies. Vitamin gummies. Now we've got the Apple, oh sorry, the car screen. That's already on the list. Always a good product to go with. The blowout brush. We actually put this on the list the other day. The emergency cutter. That should have already been on the list too. Do I know of any supplier for supplements? Yeah, so I think our supplier can get supplements made. So the question is, do you want to get them from China, which a lot of people do, or do you want to get them locally, which also a lot of people do? I would start with China, and I would start selling the stuff that they can get that's pre-packaged with someone else's package, just to see if there's a market for it, because it does become a little bit more expensive, and there's a minimum order quantity if you want to go and customize that packaging and maybe even customize the formulation. I think the minimum order was like 50. So test with what they got, make sure you can sell it, and then look at customizing. In terms of quality, I don't know the quality difference between making it over in China and Australia. I assume if it's made in Australia, you'll have more confidence that the formulation is exactly what it says on the box, and you can get it certified if you want to go down that road. But do things cheaply first. Do things cheaply. For this type of product, would we work more with image ads? Yeah, potentially, yeah. But also, as you can see, for that gummy type of product, it's all about the UGC. Look at all the UGCs here. This is what works on TikTok. You might use some similar types of videos for Facebook, but then on Facebook you'd also add in your static images. To test, yeah. So whenever I'm thinking about getting into a market, I'd build my store based around a certain product, but I'd know that if that product didn't perform, I just test a similar product in that same market until I nailed the the product and the pain points and the benefits. Because two of us could make the same store selling the same product with slightly different benefits, and one of us would absolutely kill it. So you want to make sure you give yourself a bit of room, and like, you don't just test one angle and one headline and one set of benefits and go, you know what, this product sucks. I see the biggest problem that I see with a lot of students is they put so much time and effort into their landing page, and they're so focused on whether or not they can get sales, and they're not really focusing on changing a lot to test out different angles. All right, we've got coffee, caffeine, nootropics. The hell is this? What, you can't even enjoy a coffee anymore? You got to take it in pill form? Of course, because you gave him caffeine. I don't know about this. Selling pills ain't my thing. I know the chewable pills, it's just, I wouldn't want to be selling these and have some poor customer email me saying they overdosed on caffeine and nearly died, or worse, put into some sort of medical emergency. I'm going to skip this one. Bikini trimmer. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. Great product. It's already on the list somewhere. Willen, you're about to start work in your store? Yeah, grinding those Sundays, brother. You give a search to see if you can find any source of supplements. Well, the other thing for you have the workout bag, yeah? I'm just wondering, how cheeky can you get and get away with it? And the reason why I'm saying that is, I discussed this last stream, right? That is your store, yeah, Willen? The workout bag? Yeah? Yeah, cool. How do I put this delicately? How would I put it delicately? What do you think the best-selling product for a weed store would be? And bear in mind, we would never start weed stores because even though it's probably, in America, it might be illegal in a couple of states. It's very hard to advertise. So I'm not saying that, but these grinders would probably be the best-selling products on a weed-related store. Where am I going with this? Well, with working out, we know that there's this big international interest in hormones and steroids. And is there something that you can sell them that they would know is to help them, I don't know, manage their chemicals or their doses or something? But it doesn't say that on the box. And they would know that that's what it's for. And could you sell that as an attachment to the bag? Could there be an upsell? Getting to know the audience and what they're really, really looking for, my gosh, that's powerful. So for home craftology, when I look at my accessories, I'm building these accessories for my people, for my customers. And we had to search high and low to find this electronic diamond painting pen. It's got suction, so it sucks the diamond into the little thing here, so that the customers don't have to use wax anymore. Now, that's not something anyone would have thought of unless you actually do the craft itself. So that's what you're looking for there. The kind of products that just show people that you know them and you know what they want. All right, Darcy. Toe spacer. Interesting, hey? I think I've seen something similar. It's absolutely worth testing this bad boy out, I reckon. Foot mobility, repair damage. Huh. I mean, this page here, it's not targeted enough. It's just sort of showing the product and showing some of what it can do. You will have to figure out exactly what to target. You know, it might be bunions. I can't see. Oh, wait a minute. I just copied the link wrong. Ooh, what's this one?
Hi, I'm Bethany Flores, and I have been exclusively walking on rock mats now for 2 years.
Rock
I thought it
mats.
would be a rocky transition, but honestly, it was pretty smooth. I've tried to walk on the hardwood floors every now and again, but usually just makes me sick. It just feels so good on the bottom of your feet. It's just a little pressure.
It looks to me like the number one product is the rock thing.
Whether it's aching toes, sore arches, or post-workout foot fatigue.
They have one ad here for the spacers. Two ads for the spacers.
What are toe spacers?
3 ads.
No, when I saw the recovery station in the hotel room after.
Brandy, what time are we going to? Oh, dinner.
So are you going with the rock mat? Because it looks like it looks like they're selling both. Ultimate recovery kit. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We got a rock mat and a toe spacer and a 8-ball. Yeah, this is cool. Terrible website. Terrible website. You could do it way better. I like this idea though. Okay, you got a knee massager. I'd say no to the knee massager. It's been out for a long time. Can be difficult to sell. It's very, very ultra specific. These guys don't really have any ads that have been running for more than a week or so. I don't love it. I don't love it. Physio muscle relief. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah. Seasons are changing, getting sinusy. Yeah, man, you're researching the right way. There's no wrong way to research. This is cool. Very cool. A weird neck pain thing that looks like some sort of torture device. I love it. Align your core, no risk attached. Finally, the missing piece in your pain journey. What in the... Yomo, good to see you too. The only thing that has me concerned about this one is if they have some kind of design patent on this. So just do some research on the actual company. Do a bit of a quick search on patents for this thing. And if they don't have one, then go ahead. You know what? Let's just have a look and see if we can find one. Yeah, this one I don't think you can do. So this is it called the Mark Discover? Yeah. So this is patented in the US. Typically, we see that kind of thing with really clever designs like this. They'll be patented. So while technically you could sell something that looks similar in Australia, if they've got the patent in the US, it shouldn't be difficult for them. Oh, they've got it in Australia too. You can't even sell it in Australia. You would probably get shut down so far selling this, but you could find something that does something similar, but doesn't look like this with the tick. It'd have to look substantially different, but this one is a no-no. Mesa. Limited time over. Let's have a look. Get relief from painful feet with magnetic acupuncture insoles. Cool. That's really clever. Silver plating. Ah. My feet won't smell. Great landing page. It's clean. So, oh, this is a advertorial. 70% discount. Interesting design. There's two sizes. I like how simple it is. 4 pairs, 70% off. $128 for something that probably costs them around about, I'm guessing 4 pairs of these, maybe $20. One pair for $45? Yeah, probably only cost $15. And this type of thing is so cool because with this type of product, you can make a deal with the supplier. You can say, all right, when we buy one, it's going to cost $45. But when we buy 4 at a time, so while one might cost $15, you might be able to buy 4 for like $40 and you get a $20 discount. It says here, add antibacterial coating for $4. I bet you this comes with the unit. So essentially, even if you untick this, you probably still get the antibacterial coating anyway. But this little tick box here is a brilliant little upsell. Bloody hell. Yeah, this is not just a great product, but an absolutely insane landing page for a great product. I really dig it. I dig it a lot. Okay. So Mesa, yeah, go ahead with that one. Go right ahead. All right, back to TikTok. Under eye corrector. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I don't think it will hold a store by itself, but it certainly could be a product in a store. Ab trainer. And they're still selling these. We used to have these types of ab trainer devices in the... Oh, this looks a bit different. You got pulleys and stuff. That is pretty cool. And you could probably sell something like this for like maybe $150, $200. Yeah, I like that a lot actually. Ab trainer. I know that the how's my scratch art paintings going on Homecraft? I don't sell a lot of scratch art on Homecraftology. That was one of my big mistakes. because I used to have a store called scratchcraftology.com. And at the time, I was running my crafting empire with a business partner. And so we created, like, I created Homecraft. That was always mine. But when they saw my success, they're like, hey, how about we make some more craft stores? And I said, yeah. So we made Scratch Craftology, Paint Craftology, which was paint by numbers. We made Thread Craftology, which was cross stitching. We made Puzzle Craftology, which was puzzles. And we had 4 stores, and we were looking at building another one. So over time, I mean, they were doing quite well. Scratch Craftology, I think, did really, really, really well for a time. And when sales kind of dipped, rather than just sticking to the plan, we thought, how can we save a bit of money? And we thought, you know what? Let's just bring all these brands together and put them into Home Craftology. And that, I think, was a mistake, for sure. Because I do think having things branded separately has power. Home Craftology is known for diamond painting kits. So even though we sell scratch painting kits, we don't sell that many. And even though we sell paint by numbers kits, we don't sell that many. We got famous for our diamond painting kits, and I really wish I just had kept those other stores going. But you don't get to have done, drop shipping for as long as I do without having some regrets and some learnings, and that's one of my regrets and learnings. Keep things niched, and if you're making money, don't bother like putting your stores together. Keep your brands separate. Nasal sticks, free your nose, featured on Shark Tank. Don't want anything featured on Shark Tank, thank you. Magnetic nasal strips, I think they've had their day. Calming drink, it's got a downward trend. Ooh, Cuddly Bear collection. That's already on the list, the Cuddly Bear collection. Hair growth roll-on serum. That looks pretty good. Now, if you're asking me, would I bother recreating Scratch Craftology? I've seen one of the students. Is that your store that's doing the scratch painting kits? If so, I think you're doing pretty good, aren't you? I don't know if I'd create another scratch painting store. I'm kind of done with crafts personally. I've been doing them for a long time. I'm just gonna let Homecraft just do its thing, because it's pretty stable. It's not, Homecraft isn't scaling, but it's sort of at scale as far as, like, if I spend more money on Homecraft, my cost per purchase just goes up, and I don't make profit. But if I keep my spend like where it currently is, we make a decent profit per month. Plus, we have a huge email list, so we make a lot of money on the weekends with our emails. So it's kind of just like, yeah, crafts have been fun, but now I'm looking for my next things. Cats by Canvas. That's yours? Oh, these are the guys you're following. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good website. That's the home. They're pretty cheap, aren't they? 3 canvases. Yeah. They're selling them a little bit too cheap, in my opinion. I'm just double checking they didn't take any of my designs. So all the designs that I'm seeing here, these all look like just the designs you get from the vendor. But I've got a set of exclusive designs that we've actually had made up for us. Doesn't look like they've stolen any of them, so that's good. And what we did differently What we did differently was you can actually buy these in black and you can buy these in gold. And we made our gold plated ones a type of collection that we only brought back every couple of months. So we'd be like, this week and this week only, our gold range is back online. Get them while they're in stock. And man, we used to sell a buttload of gold canvases. You reckon these guys are printing? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, that's pretty actually. That's a pretty good ad there. Movie again. Scroll TikTok. Don't we always? Try a Gatsby canvas. That's a cool ad. So you'll find, if I guess my biggest struggle for home craftology is finding good content. Oh yeah, they're using AI ads. And part of, you see how even with the AI ad, they've had to have some really good recording there. So while the difference between diamond painting and these things is it doesn't take too long to do a scratch painting kit. I reckon maybe an hour or two, but whereas the diamond painting can take hours and hours and hours and maybe even days or weeks. So it's really challenging for me to get the content to make the ads. That's one of the benefits of scratch painting. It'd be easier to make these. They do seem to be doing well. They do have ads that are dating back to like November last year. They might not be scaling. They might just be sitting here at a a certain amount of spend per week or per day, like I am, perhaps. I would be interested to see which markets they're selling in, because it is a scalable craft. Won't know without a test. Yeah, man. And look, our supplier of Ron, he can get these. Just ask him. He's got these in stock and ready to go. All right. Glass skin. We've looked at that last week. Screen protector. Nah, we don't do screen protectors. Clip-on fan. Why would you need that? Sealer. Ratchet straps. Oh, look at that. Oh, what's this concealer? Let me pay a bit more attention to these sales trends. Streamline Pro hairbrush straightener. Yep, these brush straightener things, they look pretty easy to sell. They look pretty good. They are on the list. Lip stain mask. I'm pretty sure that's already on the list. At least one of them. That's a nice little chart there. I like that a lot. Yoga pants. We don't want to sell stuff that comes in a size. Ingrown hair treat. Ooh, that's a nice chart. 2.7 million. 133,000 sold. Okay. Yeah, that's going on the list. Ingrown hair. Ingrown hair treatment. That's nice. That's a nice looking product. That is like the perfect trend that we want to see. Cheese grater. handle. Oh, that looks just about as awkward as the one that I've got. Don't know why anyone would want to buy it. I'll skip it, and I bet you because I've said skip, there's probably someone who's made a ton of money out of it. Arm trimmer, adjustable arm trimmer. That's some steady growth. I don't know. The thing is, like, people who are actually into exercise will never buy this. Doesn't mean you can't sell it to nerdy boys who want to get big, don't want to go to the gym. Come on, there's no way these guys use this, right? I mean, he might. These big boys here, they ain't using this. But I do think it'd be a good product. Let's pop it on the list. Chest workout. We'll call it chest workout. Okay, man, we got a few today. Last day of the month. We're gonna be able to, I reckon we might get to 70. Karaoke machine. Looks like a piece of crap. Skip that one. And I've skipped these ones because we've already got some of those the gummies on the list. They're already there. As for supplements, how do you go about TGA approval? I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I don't sell supplements. Do we need TG? What's TGA? That's American, right? What's therapeutic goods? Okay, that's Australia. Supplements are often regulated by the TGA, require inclusion in the Australian Register of Therapeutic Goods to be legally supplied in Australia. Level of regulation varies based on the product's risk and the claims. So if you go and make medical claims, I believe you're going to have to get lab tested. But if you can market this in a way that doesn't make medical claims, then you might get away with non-TGA approval. You might have a product where your claims are dubious or like on the fence, and you just want to test it, and you probably will get away with that. And then as you get more and more customers, you might be like, all right, okay, it's time to do this properly. And then you might go down the route where you get some formulation approved. Yeah, I don't know is the answer to that. We could try and ask Austin and the boys if we know anyone who's selling that kind of thing, if they could give us a bit of a rundown. That'd be pretty good. No brand. Can you tell me what I can improve to? Yeah, man. Drop me a. Actually, I'll tell you what to do. Give me a second. This is my subreddit. If you go into here and drop me a link to your store inside the subreddit, let me know. I'll refresh the page, because you can't drop a link in the chat. That's anything. But drop a link in my subreddit here. Let me know. I'll refresh the page, and I'll do you a quick review of your store if you want. The more eyes you have reviewing your store, the better. Limp pump. Look at this thing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Oh, sales! What's this one? Lips are definitely in the popular items list. Definitely. Riedel shot up plumper. I'm going to pop it on the list. Lip plump. And we got the feminine balance gummies. We got one of our students selling those. I think she's doing okay. Bit challenging, but it's one of the ones that she's made money on, I'm pretty sure. Mattress topper. The gel mattress toppers, they can be fun to sell. Not much of a trend going on there though. That's kind of trending. Double cleansing duo, deep pore cleansing. Kinda. Breast pumps, oh, so hard to sell. I wouldn't recommend any of us try and sell breast pumps. How to find a list of 5 to 10 competitors for a specific product. Yeah, man, let me show you. Let me show you. So this is one of the reasons why I use PiPi ads. And if you are using PiPi ads, don't forget, use code Crusader and you get 20% off. All right, no brand, give me 1 second. I'll answer this question and then I'll go and do your review. So if let's just say you want to look for like grooming kits, dog grooming kits. We'll come over here to product and we'll go add products. We'll go dog grooming kits. And so you slowly go down in here and you find all of your competitors here. I wouldn't recommend this particular big ass grooming kit here. It's expensive, it's hard to ship, and it doesn't sell very well. But this kind of one here absolutely sells well. Absolutely. So you find as many of these as you can. You note down all the links. So that's using the product search. You could use the product library search as well and go dog grooming kit. Here we go, more of these. And you can even search by putting a photo in here, I believe. If you go products, you can copy and paste a photo of your product in here and it does a pretty good job. And then lastly, you go into the ad spy and you do the same thing. Dog grooming kit. Take your time, find all the competitors and make a big database for yourself. You will thank yourself later. All right. Lastly for the day, we're going to do a store review for No Brand. Right. No Brand. No Brand Games. You're ready to go space for PlayStation accessories. All right. Interesting. The problem that you have here is these are copyright. You can't use that symbol on a controller. That's the biggest problem. Also, it says No Brand Games, and this is clearly a brand. So, while you might get away with this for some time, eventually Sony's going to come onto your store and they're going to hit the DMCA strike, and you're going to have to remove anything that has Sony symbols on it. And if not Sony, then Marvel, if they own, I can't remember who owns what Spider-Man symbols. So eventually they're going to have to get taken off. Now here we've got. I don't hate your breadcrumbs. They're quite nice. Controller grips, red spider silicone grip bundle. So it's kind of confusing for me as a customer because it looks like you're selling a whole controller, but I have a feeling that you're only selling the grip bundle. So already I'm confused as a customer. And if I'm confused as a customer, I'm out of here. I ain't spending any more time on this. Now, we don't usually have the pay button here. Usually this would go to a cart, it can be beneficial to have a pay button here, but since it's not what people are used to, you're only selling the grip. Well, the things that I tell you today will hopefully open your mind as to how we sell things. We want to try and keep our landing page as close to buyer expectation as possible. So when we add funny things in here like pay here, it breaks our customers' brains because it's not what they're used to. We try and set our site up to kind of replicate Amazon or any other e-commerce store, just so that they know what's going to happen when they click a certain button. Now we've got the SKU down here. You don't normally put your SKUs on e-commerce stores unless I can't think of a good reason to, because nobody cares. Tags, we don't usually put tags here either. What we don't have is benefits. Keeps your grip comfortable even during long gaming sessions. It's not bad. It's not bad, but why? What are the benefits of this? Is this like antiperspirant? Is this going to stop hand cramps? Is this for pro level gamers? I don't know the benefits. You got to come up with the benefits of why someone's going to need this. So I hate WooCommerce, by the way. I hate WooCommerce. Now, you've got an opportunity here because it's compatible with a charging dock. You should probably sell the charging dock. And you could probably sell the controller to go with it and really upsell the people so that this could come with one of your awesome PS4, PS5 custom controllers. Now, the description, usually we put the description under the add to cart button in one of those carousels that you can open and close. Related products, not too bad at all. We don't have any reviews here. We should have at least 50 to 100 reviews. Yeah, absolutely sell bundles. Absolutely. The charging station is a no-brainer for me. So if I take you to my store, for example, and look, I know my store is going to be overwhelming. My store is for a different market, different people, and I've A/B tested this entire thing. But the first thing that I do on my store is I have, what is this? What is this exactly? Relax, unwind, create the stunning masterpiece. Not just a gorgeous diamond painting kit, you're buying a premium diamond painting experience that melts the stress away. So what are you selling? You're selling premium silicone grip bundles for what benefit? What's the benefit? Now under here, we've got the main benefits of my product and why buy for me. This is a mindful hobby for all ages. Premium canvas with diamonds and Ziploc bags. I should probably, to be honest, I should probably change this. That's a feature. The benefit really is organized diamonds in Ziploc bags to make your life easier. I'll have to think about how I change that one. Love your kit money back guarantee. So I'm already telling people if you don't like it, you get your money back. Build a bit of trust. And then what's included? Why are our kits better? Money back guarantee. All the other information, I kind of hide it down here so that people who want to know can know. But the most important things are happy customers, trust elements, and then describing what this experience is. Yeah, cool, man. Let me know once you made your changes and come on back into the stream and I'll be happy to re-review. Gaming is a good niche and I like your branding up here. Looks cool. But I reckon if you're going to go gaming, I mean, you could go with like those big ass table mouse mats as well. But wait, how would you do money back guarantee and returns with dropshipping? Well, here's the thing. Usually your products that we're selling are so cheap that if the odd customer really gets upset and you just tell them, don't bother sending it back, I'll just give you a refund. Maybe you refund 1 out of every 100 sales. But for 1, you get a happy customer. 2, there's trust. More people are going to trust you because you do free returns. And 3, you've been making so much money it won't even make a dent in your sales. Like for Homecraft, the returns are free. I can't even remember the last time somebody wanted to return something. Maybe a few weeks ago. We just tell them, we tell them if you don't like it, give it to a friend and we'll give you your money back. Darcy, just a question. You have to validate sales before you get access to the agent, right? It's a good idea. Look, I can give you access to the agent, Darcy. No problem at all. If you want to just start using them, absolutely, I can do that for you. But sometimes it's... Oops, that's the wrong link. Sorry, that's the wrong link. Let me give you the right link. So if you click this link, you will get into a chat with me on WhatsApp, and I can hook you up with our agent. And the agent can supply you with absolutely anything. You don't need to necessarily prove that you've got sales. You could just start with the agent now. I just don't recommend it to people who are just getting started. I want them to preferably get their store up and running first. Don't worry about that. Get a few sales. But if you've already had a few sales of another product and you just want to start with the agent directly now, you can do that. I work with the agent directly from the moment I even start thinking about a new store, and I launch my store with him as the agent. It's just easier for me. All right, ladies and gents, that wraps up Sunday's call. I hope you've all had a bit of I don't know, a golden nugget out of this. No brand. You'll take my advice and update your store. You'll let me know on Reddit. Yeah, cool, man. Well, I won't be streaming today. I will be back online I stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So make sure you drop a like and a subscribe so that you get notified next time I go live, and I'll be happy to review your store again next time I'm live. So you'll see me every Tuesday night. This is Australian time, so it's probably, I don't know what time it is in the US or elsewhere, but I go Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Looking for a way easier way, won't stop until it's working. 100% Darcy, 100%. And just remember, not every idea is going to work. Not every store is going to work. I reckon 1 out of every 2 or 3 stores that I make ends up being wildly profitable. The rest kind of sit around the break-even mark. Maybe start losing a bit of money and I just lose interest in that particular product. But every 2 to 3 stores, I'm like, boom, here we go. That's how it should be. So even for me, not every idea makes money. But what you do is you build up like a little collection of stores that make a ton of money, and this becomes your full-time job. All right, ladies and gents, I will see you all on Tuesday. So take care. I'll catch you guys later. And for those watching on YouTube, if you are new to dropshipping, the students that I'm talking to over here in this session here, this is from the Freedom Club. Freedom Club is free if you want to jump on in and give it a try. There is a free trial for 1 month where you get access to a sort of a subset of our course, a bare bones course. And if you like the course and you like the training, you can choose to upgrade your membership to get access to the coaches if you want. Without